there. So we're going to do a complete modified version of a flow, just so you can see how that can be done without having to go into the deeper poses. So that could be something you can practice at home. So whenever you're ready, take yourself to your knees. Again, if that's comfortable, you may prefer your legs to be straight out in front. As long as you're sitting tall, you may want to take a blanket underneath the bottom, or if it's comfortable but you've got tight hamstrings, you can take that pillow or cushion just underneath so you're resting there. Just take the hands to the heart and just take a few rounds of breath. So relax the shoulders down, away from the ears, and just squeeze the shoulders very gently towards each other. And I just want you to inhale in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. In through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Just flowing very gently with the breath. And then we're just going to circle our wrists, just waking up the wrist joints there. Take it back the other way. And just waking up the shoulders. We're going to take the hands to the shoulders and circle the elbows round. Back the other way. And very gently you're going to move yourself onto all four. The hands come directly underneath the shoulders and the knees are hip width apart. And you're just going to flow with the breath. So as you take a deep breath in, you're going to start to drop the belly down, look up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, you're going to arch the back and start to press away from the mat. Again, deep breath in, drop the belly down, look up. As you breathe out, you're going to arch the back, press away from the mat. And very slowly start to come back to a flat back. Now we're going to take ourselves up into a downward facing dog. Now you can roll your mat up or just use a towel, because this will help stabilise your wrists. So if it's comfortable to come all the way into downward facing dog from here, just take the hands using the mat. So remember to spread the fingertips. This will help you balance and slowly come up. Just taking your position. Now remember, it's more important to lengthen the spine than it is to try and lengthen the legs initially. So you just take it here with a slight bend. Now if this is too deep, even with the towel on your wrists, we're going to do dolphin. So just exploring your position, just moving from the hips. That's it. And then slowly come down to the knees, rest it out for a moment. And again, we're going to take your variation back up, because we don't want to stay there too long if it's too much for the wrists. So again, you're going to take it either into dolphin, or you're going to take the hands onto your towel or the rolled up mat. Again, coming up, keeping that bend in the knees, just literally flattening the back. So what you're doing is you're gently pressing the upper body away from the hands. You're feeling the stretch in the shoulders, in the back. What you don't want to do is try and arch the back so you can try and get the heels back. So just taking it gently from here. And then very slowly we're going to take it down. We don't want to stay there too long. We're just getting the wrist used to that movement. Okay, so instead of coming from down dog where we kick up, we're going to go onto all fours. So often I'll have you in down dog, kicking the leg back and forth. But again, if it's too much on the wrist for too long, you can still keep that towel underneath the wrist if you need to. What we're going to do is take the leg out from here. So you're going to kick up, take it in, kick up, take it in, kick up. And then you're literally just going to bring that leg forward. And you can use the hand just to alter that foot to wherever it needs to be. You may want to shuffle the knee back, just finding your position and gently lifting up. So you can take the hands fully up, or you may just want to place the hands onto the hips if that feels more stable. You may be able to lift all the way up. You may even be able to challenge yourself and come into a high lunge. But again, listen to your body. Here is absolutely fine. And we're going to take the hands down in front of the heart. and just rotate. So bringing the elbow and the knee together, and your toes can be tucked like this or flat, whatever feels right for you. If that feels particularly tight as well, you may prefer just to rotate from here, which is absolutely fine. You're still getting the rotation in the spine, so just taking your variation. And gently take the hands down. So again, you may need to use the hand to shuffle the foot back. Coming back to this position, and then again taking your downward facing dog for a moment. Taking yourself slowly up. Again, you may use the towel. You may be in a dolphin position, so you're on the forearms. Just pedaling again, finding that position. And again, slowly to the knees. And you're going to take the opposite leg out. This time you're going to kick it back and bring it forward. Kick it back, forward. Kick it back, and then step it towards the wrist. And again, you can just use the hand just to shuffle, use the toes to shuffle you back and find your position. So you don't have to go into a high lunge if that's what we're doing in class. You can just take the hands to the hips and press forward. You can take the hands up. It depends how you feel stable. If you prefer to keep the hands here, that's absolutely fine. And again, we're going to take your variation of twists. So you may just want to take the hands, twist from the spine, or you may be able to bring opposite elbow, opposite knee. But again, here is fine. As long as you're feeling that rotation in the spine, that's absolutely fine. And then again, take yourself back, using the hand if you need to. We'll take a couple of rounds of cat-cow just to stabilise the spine again. So again, deep breath in, dropping the belly down, look up. As you breathe out, arch the back, press away from the mat. Again, deep breath in, start to drop the belly down, look up. As you breathe out, arch the back, press away from the mat. And when you're ready, we're going to come back to downward facing dog, pressing you into that position. Holding here for a moment, we're going to take a few rounds of breath. And slowly, slowly bring yourself down. And instead of doing pigeon, you may want to just bring yourself round onto your bottom. And just take the ankle so it rests above the knee. Gently press in, and you're just going to rock from side to side. So you're getting the same kind of stretch. It's just less intense than a pigeon pose. And just rocking back and forth. And very slowly bringing yourself back round to all fours. Finding that position again up onto the hands or the forearms, depending on what feels right for you. Taking a few rounds of breath. And again, slowly down. Rocking back onto the bottom. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So you're just taking that ankle, press into whatever feels right for you, and just very gently take it from side to side. Just rocking here. And come back to centre. Okay, I'm going to repeat it, but this time I'm going to take the full pigeon. So you can do whatever variation feels right for you. You may want to try the pigeon, or you may want to just move back into this position yourself. So if you're taking the full pigeon from down dog, you'll just want to give the leg a little bit of a kick up and then bring the knee down to the mat. And you may just find that you want to rock here. You may want to alter the foot slightly. Just rocking side to side. Again, you may be in your seated position. It's just whatever feels comfortable for you. Swaying into the hips. And again, take it back. We're going to do the same on the other side. So finding your position, you may want to come down onto the knees. And take yourself into the seated variation, or again, take yourself into the full pigeon, adjusting the foot. But we're just going to literally rock from side to side so you can feel that stretch. Into the glutes, all the way down the IT band, the side of the leg. This position is really nice if you've got sciatica, but again, if you've got tight knees, you don't want to be in this position and put pressure on the knees. And again, slowly coming back to downward facing dog. Maybe becoming a little bit too much for your wrists, come straight down. And we're going to lower all the way down. And just rest out here in child's pose, so bringing the forearms down. And again, if child's pose is too deep as well, you've got tight hamstrings, again you can put that cushion underneath the legs. And you just open your knees to whatever feels comfortable. You may even prefer to be slightly up onto the forearms. Just breathing here. And taking that full position. So whatever feels comfortable for you. And already slowly wind up. Namaste. I hope the variation of a gentle flow helped there. So if I'm doing a class and you want to take that variation, I do cue throughout the class, so you will be able to take the variation that best suits you. Thank you. Namaste.